I swear, we haven't done this in so long that we have no idea how this works anymore.
Yeah, it feels totally strange. Like, how are you? What do we say? I forgot.
And welcome back to the Series Pod podcast, I guess. Welcome to the Series Pod podcast. I'm V.
And I'm Andrew. Get your favorite beverage ready and join our book club. Welcome back to the
been a
Series
while.
Pod podcast, where we talk about. It has been a while actually, and we've had very different.
Very
weeks,
different, indeed. And I guess today we're just gonna have a chatty one. We're gonna have some coffee, some snacks.
Yeah, we're gonna have a catch up. Normally we do this over the phone, but I think it'd be fun for people to hear, just to see what we're like.
I think so too. Yeah. Plus, honestly, I feel like we haven't talked in ages, even though it probably was last week.
It probably was, but it does feel a very long time. Like, was it last week? No, it couldn't have been last week because I was house sitting, wasn't I? Or was that this week? That was this week.
That was this week. And we did call this week, but it was just a small catch up. I don't know what we even talked about.
I think you were busy doing something and I was on my way out. It wasn't like a proper
Yeah,
catch-up.
you were on your way to the shops and I was at uni.
Sad life for you. Great life for me. Picking up snacks. I love snacks.
Honestly, I am enjoying my uni life so much.
Yeah, you seem to be having such a good experience.
Yeah.
So tell us what you did this week.
So, I, after a long debate between me and me, decided to go back to uni and do a master's degree on a completely different...
Course. Subject area, literally everything, yeah.
Yes, I've changed completely everything. So, before, where we met was a financial degree.
Yeah.
Now I'm studying jewelry design.
She did a 180. She was like, okay, well, fuck this. I'm out.
Right.
I'm gonna go enjoy my life.
So, I make jewelry now.
Indeed. And it's really good as well. Like...
Oh, thank you.
So you first told me that to get into the uni, you had to draw something. And you chose, like, hand with gemstones or something. Do you remember looking for the pictures for that? We spent fucking hours looking for photos. And
it was so bad.
I don't even know how it turned out.
It didn't.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I abandoned it straight away. So, I don't draw. Let's start with that. I can occasionally when it's for fun, I suppose. Right? When it's, with some people and you just mess around, I can draw. I'm not very good at it. I probably, when I was younger, used to be better at it. But from quite an early age, I was like, I like maths and I'm good at maths. So...
That's why she studied what she did.
Yeah.
But then you went to this creative thing and you had to draw and I was like, damn, she was really going for it. And now here you are making jewellery.
Yeah, I know.
And nice jewellery as well.
It's crazy. Yes. And we have our first collection review, I suppose. That's what you would call it. In just over 2 weeks.
That's like an assessment, right? I'm guessing.
Yes, it's an assessment. But it's a real deal. You have to do like a proper photo shoot, make the jewelry, have a concept to the jewelry, have a deeper meaning to the concept to the jewelry. Which, yeah.
How's it going? It's going.
To be honest with you, I think at this point, I'm just trying to keep up with the pace. So... the deeper meaning of the collection of the concept to the jewelry will be pulled out of a soft space.
Suck your thumb and just, yeah, this is what we're going to go with today.
Yeah.
What jewelry are you making though? I'm quite interested.
So you can do anything you want, basically. You can do earpieces, earrings, bracelets, whatever your heart desires. Mm-hmm. Obviously, some of my classmates are more gifted because they have been studying arts and crafts for 6 years at this point, probably 5, maybe even before that, I don't know. So some do a lot more intricate work than I do. And some do very abstract things. And then, so we have one girl who made a snake, let's say, and twisted it into shape of a heart, and then put an apple on it, and it's about sort of Adams and Eve, sensuality.
But it doesn't have to be jewelry, something that someone can wear.
Yeah. So then she will make it into a, I think, into a necklace piece.
Okay, that would make sense.
Or an earpiece. I'm not too sure where it's gonna go. But it's a very abstract thing. It's not very intricate at all. It's just sort of like a thin sausage wrapped around, and it's a snake.
A thin sausage wrapped around us. Nice.
Yeah, and then we have a girl who has been studying arts for a while and is an arts teacher. And she made the most beautiful little birds on a ring with a branch in about half an hour, and it was great.
She's talented. You showed me them birds, yeah.
And then I'm just there.
Yeah.
But I'm getting there. I'm quite good at soldering. So that's something.
Hey, that is a skill. Just don't burn your hands. Now, why were you making grills?
Oh.
I thought this might have been a part of your assessment, so clearly you guys were just fucking around making grills.
I think one of my other classmates was talking about something, and we got onto the subject of rappers, I think.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, fun fact, the first person in Russia who had a grill was so-and-so. Then she said, oh, you can make really good money off of grills. And then I went, really? And she said, yes. So I said, let's make some.
Just for no other reason than just to see what it's like.
Yeah, I just wanted to know the process. And then, so we just started making it.
Okay, fair enough. Here's me thinking it was an assessment, but...
No. So our studying goes, we have certain topics and skills that we have to practice within a module. And then we have an assessment where we can use all the skills we have learned in the module in the assessment. But what we do within the module is up to us. So some people make rings, some people make bracelets, different types of materials are used. And we're like, well, let's make some grills, Yeah, but I have a grill in my assessment. So I have turned that into my assessment.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you've used it. Is it finished now?
No, I'm gonna go get it made out of metal today, and then...
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll need to send me a picture.
Oh, absolutely.
You should try and upload it to Instagram. I'm sure people want to see it too.
Yes, so I do have an Instagram for that.
You do?
I do. It is sort of like a blog. I think this will be a blog type of Instagram where I just show the behind the scenes things and then what we actually have at the end, but nothing like I don't know, like an Instagram shop or whatever people are making. Yeah. What have you been up to, Andrew? How is life of the new wave in quarantine? Tell us about the second wave.
Oh, quarantine is so much fun. So I didn't actually expect this to happen. People said that it was going to happen. I was like, nah, they can't do that. And every day something new is happening. So there used to be like a 3-week review where they'd say, oh, okay, so in 3 weeks we're going to review it and then we'll make some changes if we need to. So that disappeared. That's gone out the window. Who knows what happens to that? So the other week, you can't have more than 6 people in your house.
Jeez.
You can't have more than 6 people in an indoor space like a house.
What if you live in a house
to school kids
with 6 people?
What if you have more? Yeah. What if you have a household more than 6 people?
That's you have like 4 children.
And then I think like they said something ridiculous like, oh, that's your support bubble, so it doesn't count. But then if school kids are going to school and interacting with hundreds of little demons like them, they're bringing back shit to that support bubble, and it means nothing.
Makes
And
no
it's just
sense.
confusing.
So you're allowed
But
to
then,
have a big support bubble. So what if you just...
Yeah, that's what my point is. I just say that I have a support
Yeah.
bubble of 100 people. I don't know 100 people, but I'm just going to say that.
Well, yeah, I mean, even, you invite 10 people to your house, right? Support
Yeah, just say
bubble.
they're a support bubble. Exactly.
I'm feeling very mentally unstable in these difficult times. I mean, I'm sure someone
And
actually
the Oscar
is.
goes to...
I'm sure someone actually is having a terrible time. And I'm
Yeah,
terribly sorry
to be
about
honest,
it.
people's mental health here are awful. Yeah, like... But we're all saying you locked us up for, I think, like 4 months. Unlocked it for like 2 months so we could enjoy our lives, and then you're locking us back up. Then what happens at the end of this lockdown? It's 6 months, by the way. It's 6 fucking months of this shit.
Yeah, I know. And can you imagine how many people lost their jobs? How are they supposed to stay in lockdown again?
This is the month of redundancy, so this is when furlough ends. So people at the end of this month will be fired. And I think H&M this morning, the retail place, announced 250 stores are closing.
Oh no.
I know. But yeah, that's our lockdown. So things are changing all the time. Oh, and curfew is 10 p.m. So you can't stay in a pub or a restaurant beyond 10 p.m.
Oh, okay. So Corona is waiting, and then 10
Oh,
p.m.
yeah.
hits, and she's like, "Who's still
9:59,
there?"
she's like, "Hello, we're gonna come in a minute."
Oh,
Yeah, literally.
Rona. Rona.
How's things for that? How's things over there?
Because of the first wave, the biggest one, a lot of people are now struggling financially. So the government is very scared to lock us down completely. Because I think at this point people will start to get angry and protest. Despite anything that may happen to them. I think it's literally have gotten to this point for many people. So far, we have, what do we have? People who are 65 and older are recommended to stay at home in self-isolation, but it's a recommendation, so it's not they must do it. They're recommended, but government is encouraging it, or I guess not encouraging them staying at home, rather than having measures put to prevent them from going outside more than the other way around.
It's the encouragement in air quotes.
Right, yes. So places where they would usually go and socialize are being closed down. So centers, cultural centers, and things like that get closed down. Schools for children have announced that they're going on a 2-week voluntary holiday. That's what they're calling it.
Excellent.
Some unis are trying to do online, but I mean, the system is very unpracticed in the sense of it being social distance, like over Zoom or whatever. So teachers here don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, plus the way that most unis are set up here, they're not meant for over the screen education.
Right. Do you guys have student halls?
Yeah.
Is that a thing in Russia? Okay. So we had one in Manchester, and I think it's going to happen again to another one in Birmingham, apparently, where they locked in 1,700 students.
No.
I think it was. Because like 19 of them tested positive. They locked in every single student. They have security around the building. They can't leave. Yeah. But they held parties, so it's their fault. But then again, they're uni students. What do you expect them, Yeah. But can you imagine being stuck inside for 2 weeks with these fuckers?
Inside of a student hall because of 19 people got sick?
I think it was 19. It was a very small amount compared to the
overall number. Jeez.
And they're complaining. They're like, we can't go buy food. Listen, yeah, you have clicking... Sainsbury's delivers. But it's crazy. Yeah.
It's insane. So they're just waiting for the 19 to get better?
No, the way all of them have to quarantine for 2 weeks and then it's done, which makes sense. I mean, obviously, I think if students get really ill, then it's like you got to go to hospital.
No, I mean, like, so they have to wait it out, basically.
Pretty much.
Oh, can you
It's a bit
imagine?
shit. You know, there's teachers students not to. But the thing that's crazy is people are still paying full tuition fees and full rent, but their classes are being moved online. Someone I know goes to a uni that had like some contact time, and then now they're saying no, there's not going to be any more contact time.
And they're still paying the same thing.
Yeah, that's my point. I'm like, you guys are just stealing from students at this point.
Yeah, literally.
And I thought our interest rate was high, but at least we had some face to face.
Some face to face, yeah. I think here, the people in the previous year who got locked down got a discount at the end of the actual year.
Oh, okay. So that's what happened here with halls, not tuition fees. But then this year, nothing. Still pay full amount.
Well, because we're not in quarantine, are we?
No, we're not going to be. Yeah, I don't think people will listen. I know people in Manchester, which has apparently been in very strict lockdown for 2 months. They just don't care. They're going to business. They're going partying. I'm like, okay.
Very interesting.
Interesting though. Interesting times. Interesting time.
Also, speaking of interesting, we're gonna move on.
Fuck COVID.
I have seen. Have you watched the new Paris Hilton documentary?
No.
You haven't?
Oh, I haven't watched it yet. No. Sugar, I meant to watch
Oh,
it.
no.
Okay, we're gonna. I didn't get a chance to, and I can't even tell you why. Oh, because I didn't fucking sleep.
Oh, right, yeah.
Okay, but tell me some stuff about it that won't give it away. And I know that she's smarter than how she came across.
Right. Okay, so I have some very positive, empowering thoughts about the documentary, as well as some very cynical thoughts about the documentary. Paris Hilton has decided to rebrand herself, let's say it like that. That's the cynical thought. So the more people have started putting out their, I think it's also to do with the rise of podcasts, where people have started to open up about mental health and personal things, especially from celebrities. So she's not the first one who has done that, openly said about things that they have been through. Yeah.
Stuff that happened. Yeah. I mean, I read through what she went through. I read like what the thing talked about. So I have some vague idea, but I obviously haven't watched it yet.
So you know the premises of the abuse she went through, right?
Yeah, at the camp, right?
It was, yeah, so she...
Was it the camp or the boarding school?
It was the boarding school. It was a boarding school that was very camp-like. So basically, she grew up with parents being very strict, and, you know, we have the perfect family, we have to look very wonderful and posh and preppy and whatever. Yeah. And then she rebelled and started partying. Her parents didn't know what to do, so I guess at that point it was very, in America it was very, what would you call it, popular, I guess, or a common thing that would happen, where they would send kids to these camps out in the middle of nowhere, what they would get, well, you know, re-behaved.
Disciplined. They would learn how to act in society the way their parents want. She
ran from 2 of them until in the middle of the night she got kidnapped out of her own house by a boarding school with the permission of her parents.
Oh,
and then she would, you know, get, I guess, highly medicated and beat up in that boarding school.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
That is insane. And so here are the cynical points. So I don't understand the reaction of her mother, because her mother apparently didn't know about all of that. But, I mean, to me, when you allow your child to get kidnapped in the middle of the night by a boarding school,
You would know.
that has to ring maybe some bells.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
Maybe the mother didn't agree with it and the father just did it, but she still knew. She had to have.
Maybe. But in the documentary, it seemed like she didn't know about the whole shebang, the whole magnitude that went behind the closed doors of a boarding school. So Paris has reconnected with her, I don't know, classmates, inmates, more like the way she was being treated.
Fellow kidnappees.
Yeah. And they started a movement where they have opened up, because these things still happen. So there are still these boarding schools in America and these camps that continue on with their
That is crazy.
crazy. So
How can they do that?
I don't understand. I don't know.
I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked that something like that, first of all, existed and still exists. That is so wrong. These poor kids.
Yeah, and it still goes on.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, I think they still exist. I think that's the premises, because in the documentary, they do say that the kids are still suffering.
Yeah.
So she has decided to open up and be, the face of the movement. And the girls who were now women who were with her are also helping the movement go along. So I am very behind that. I see,
Yeah, of course.
all the positives of that. The cynical part of me is, why now and not before? Maybe it was a mental thing where she couldn't talk about it. But it just fit with the theme of what people are consuming in sense of a content right now on the internet.
Yeah.
And yeah, she is a lot more calm and normal in this documentary. So you do see quite a bit of a contrast between her, oh, that's hot, or whatever she says, and
yeah.
her actual thoughts.
Yeah, no, I do remember people were freaking out over her voice. I swear I've heard her talk before, so when I heard that interview, I was listening for something different, and I was like, this is how she's always sounded. So I don't know where people...
I think the interview, she talks in her voice, but she does pull this dumb, rich, blonde party girl persona.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that before, but I never thought that was her
There
actual
is a
voice.
bit of a difference when she says her sort of catchphrases.
Uh-huh. I'll have to have a listen.
Yeah. But it's very interesting how she has been living in that Paris Hilton persona, that it is very hard for her to switch it off when a camera is rolling. Or at least maybe she's a very good actress.
I'm not going to comment on any films that she's acted in, so...
Listen.
We'll skip this question. Next one.
Right. That is the premises. So I am very happy that people are starting to speak out about...
The abuse of kids, basically. Well, it is abuse of kids, really.
Yeah. Trying to stop that any way they can, to raise awareness at least. Because before, I didn't know. I mean, I thought that kind of thing only happens,
It was all you'd see in movies.
in movies, and have stopped. Because that's insanity.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, that was the documentary. And also, there is a bit about her relationships and about her career as a DJ.
She's a DJ?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Didn't you know?
No, I only knew her as a businesswoman.
Well, yeah, I mean, she is a businesswoman, and a very successful one, if you ask me. But because she is the person who invented social media and a selfie.
She's great.
I know. And there is a part in the documentary that I found interesting, because she is the one who invented basically the whole being famous for being famous, selfie, and social media.
Yeah. She was like the very first influencer, basically.
Yeah, basically, literally. So, yeah, I think it's very interesting what Paris Hilton has done, and I think as well as what she has created. I am expecting more celebrities to come out with their documentaries, to be honest.
She'll again be the one that sets the trend.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
It really is. But the thing, like, I know people used to speak quite negatively of her, and to be fair, like, I think she's been caught with coke in her bag numerous times. But it is what it is. Like, she's a rich party girl. Of course, she's gonna have certain things. But as
Who has been through mental abuse?
yeah, so
I would be surprised if she didn't have
yeah, if she was
anything
perfectly
on her.
functioning, I'd be like, something else is wrong.
A person who parties all her life.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And you can't really blame people like that. They live in a different world to us.
But I'm very proud of her for starting a movement that will hopefully help.
Yeah, hopefully more people speak up. How old is she?
Oh, she's 39.
Oh, she is. She's much older than I am.
Yeah. Although you're coming up on your
20.
quarter of a
Don't
century.
don't call it. No. My
Isn't
quarter
that
of a century
crazy?
birthday. Yes, and I don't. You're cruel.
But it's so cool and crazy. And then I also texted you, I can do you one better. Did you like my
That
one
was-
better?
No, I did not. Thank you.
Do you
Tell
wanna
everyone. Go ahead.
So, I have commented on Andrew's story that he's at a quarter of a century, and then he had this reaction, and then I said, I can do you one better. And my one better was that imagine how fast your 25 years have passed. Just, think back, double it, and you will be 50 at a half a century.
You're mean.
And honestly, the next 25 years will probably pass even faster.
Don't say that. I don't want to hear that. Honestly, as you get older, time passes so much faster.
True. Honestly,
I remember from like 19, things just took off in my life. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah. I think mine started even earlier. I think maybe 16, 17. And then after that, I was just, where is the time going?
You're here like doing a master's in jewelry. You're like, how did I get
Can you
here?
imagine if you would have told me even 3 years ago, I would have laughed it in your face.
I can't believe that, yeah.
Me, a jewelry designer?
Oh my gosh, 3 years ago it was our first year in uni. Yeah. Would we have started term yet? What day is it? Yeah, we would have started term like 7 days ago. That's so weird.
It would have been 4 years ago.
No.
No?
2020. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, does that mean we would have been in second year?
It's been a year since we graduated.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
Yeah, we would have been in second year.
There goes another year. Oh,
There
shit, so
goes
we would have been
another one.
second year.
I miss our uni days.
I miss our uni days. I don't miss our uni.
No, I don't miss our uni in specific, but just when we were at uni was fun.
It was fun, yeah. Remember when we used to get Starbucks and then go to that like rooftop place around the corner?
Yeah.
That was fucking cold. Middle of
Yes.
December, we're like, it's fine,
It's
shivering in coats,
fine.
drinking Starbucks. That's closed now.
Oh.
Yeah, COVID screwed that. Although it's outdoors, so I don't really understand. But
I guess
it is
because
what
you
it is.
need to be in like an elevator for a while.
yeah.
It's hard.
But you can still go to the restaurant.
Wait, what?
Yep, you can go to the restaurant, so you have to get in that tiny elevator, go 14 floors up.
Yeah.
The restaurant has doors to the outdoor place, but you can't go to it.
That makes literally no sense.
I know, yeah. This is what we're dealing with. I bet they open it in winter, though. Because no one's gonna fucking go.
Winter Wonderland is cancelled.
I know, that was a positive to come from COVID. Notting Hill Carnival was cancelled.
You really don't like Winter
I
Wonderland,
don't like
you?
Winter Wonderland. Yeah, I've been enough times to know that it's just a money-grabbing shithole.
It
It's
is,
crap.
but it's
Yeah,
fun.
I don't like it. In what's fun? What do? You drink mulled wine and that's it.
I mean, the first time I went there, it was great.
I prefer actual Christmas markets. I went to some in Berlin and they were amazing. I can't remember. I think it was in Alexanderplatz or something. Fuck, it was incredible.
Christmas market in Germany is a whole
Yeah.
different level, to be honest with you.
It genuinely felt magical, and I've never said that about anything in my life.
Yeah, I remember also my first ever Christmas market was in Germany. Oh, it was so good.
Where have you been? Where else have you been, actually? I'm curious.
Do you mean geographically?
Oh, God, no. I don't need that list.
Yeah, my eyes just went into a saucepan. I was like, what?
She was like, I will not remember these. For Christmas markets, have you been to Amsterdam?
No.
Do they have them?
Yeah. I want to say Prague.
Ooh.
That's magical as well.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Prague. It was around the time where it was getting Christmassy. So the weather was still nice, but they had some Christmas market set up already.
Yeah.
Germany, UK, if that counts.
Doesn't count, but sure.
I think that's it. So we stayed in Switzerland for a bit. I don't remember any Christmas markets there.
You've been to Switzerland? You bitch. Okay, continue.
But then we went to the French Alps ski resort, the Courchevel one. And let me tell you, it was not what I expected, because everyone's saying, oh, it's amazing, it's super expensive, all the rich posh people go there.
Everything to be great.
I'm expecting, I don't even know. Yeah, I'm just expecting it to be magical. Maybe that's very, I don't know, naive of me. I mean, I was younger.
People hyped it up. You naturally expected it to be what it was.
You know, when everyone's saying, oh, I'm going to Courchevel, it sounds
says the one trying to get a helicopter license.
Oh, I really
Continue,
want
though.
But not a helicopter plane. I'm scared of helicopters. I really want some.
That's okay. That's fine. You can do a plane.
Anyway, so on the way there, you go through the Alps, and it's nice. It's snowy, mountains covered in snow. Road is scary, winding. There's Anyway, and then you get closer to the French Alps ski resort, the actual thing. The snow on the sides of the mountains where you go through slowly turn brown.
Yeah.
Slushy.
Ew.
And then when you actually get into the village, they put salt on the snow so it melts. Mm-hmm. So you're in a brown slush.
Are you standing in it, or is it just on the side of the road?
No, you're standing in it. I mean, so people don't slip when they're shopping. They put the salt around. But you're in a French Alps ski resort. I'm imagining it to be all white and sparkly and beautiful.
And no, you were just standing in some brown slush.
Yeah, and that's sort of the when you first arrive into the village. And then when you go up towards like 5-star hotels, then it gets nice and pretty and everything. We went there for just a day. I don't ski. So
this is that holiday.
Yeah. I mean, generally, if I was to go to a ski holiday, I would be the one sitting in a spa in a hotel waiting for everyone else to break their legs and arms and get freezing.
Random. Why are you going on ski holidays?
Well, because I don't want to be left out. I want to enjoy it.
But, I mean, you could get a spa anywhere.
It looks nice.
I mean, if you...
No, I know.
If you were getting a massage with, like, panoramic views of the mountains covered in snow, I can understand.
I mean, you probably do.
There you go. Then I can understand. If you're in a fucking room doing nothing, I don't get you.
No. I mean, I would just be doing activities within the hotel. Or, staring at the snowy mountains.
Okay, well, that's still relaxing.
Cup of hot chocolate. So. Yeah, because I don't ski. That's the first one. I I am a very, let's say, injury-prone person. So skiing is probably dangerous for me. And I don't quite see the appeal. So being from my hometown where it's minus 30, 40 every single winter, I don't understand the appeal of being like, oh yeah, let's go spend 2 weeks in the snow.
This is true. Yeah, you're not a fan of snow, are you?
I mean, it's nice to look at when you're nice and toasty inside.
Cup of hot chocolate,
Yeah,
and
or
you're
you're
looking at,
wearing
yeah, fair
30
enough.
layers with a cup of hot chocolate
Yeah.
outside. But that's about it. I don't, it doesn't have,
You don't see the
yeah,
appeal,
it
really.
doesn't really strike me as a wonderful time to be, because you have breakfast and then the whole day you're spending up on the mountains.
See, that sounds amazing. That sounds fun as hell to me.
Oh, jeez. Well, see, so if we were to go on a ski trip together
We
somewhere,
would not see each other until the evening.
I mean, I would see, yeah, I would have breakfast
Yeah.
with you. You would go off on your adventure, and I will be sitting inside, enjoying my time and praying that you don't break a leg.
Thank you. I appreciate
And
that.
then, but then in the evening, we would have some wonderful quality
Yeah.
time. And then, you see, that's how I like it. You're happy up on the mountain, I'm happy inside with my hot chocolate. And then in the evening, we're both happy, relaxed, enjoying our time.
What do you do in the
laughing
evenings at
around.
ski resorts? Is there much to do, or is it just like you eat and then go to bed?
I think it depends who you go with. You have dinner, you can go play board games, or there are some activities within the hotel that they usually provide.
That sounds much better than board
Yeah,
games.
there's probably a city, a village type thing next to the ski resort where you can go out,
Okay.
I don't know, look at shops, a restaurant,
Just have a browse.
mess
Yeah.
around, have a snowball fight. It's, I guess, yeah, I think it depends who you go with and how imaginative you can be within your...
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Just something to keep in mind, because I do want to learn how to. I probably would go for snowboarding rather than skiing, just because of how you have to stop when you ski and turn your legs in.
Right.
And for me, that looks like you're gonna break your legs, so I'm not a fan.
Snowboarding looks like you can break everything, as well as
This
skiing.
is true.
How do you stop on a snowboard? Do you just turn sharply?
You turn sideways,
Right.
but you could fuck that up too. So,
Yeah.
I suppose. I don't know. We'll find out one day. We'll find out.
Yeah, you see, I will be praying for you not to die.
Thank you.
And then you'll
I'll
come
need
back all in one piece, and then we'll be all happy.
that. You'll be like, what?
It's quite fun. Yeah, it worked.
Yeah.
I also don't go paintballing.
Paintballing is so much fun. The easiest way to win is to flat out run at people screaming and shooting, because people don't know how to react, because you're meant to be stealthy and shoot them. If you do the opposite and you just straight run at them, people freak out. They freeze or they run away, and you're just like, woo!
I'm the person who takes pictures
Oh my
in
god.
paintballing. I still go. I like to be involved
I
in
can
activities,
tell, but there's
even
no
though
point.
I am against participating.
What about quad biking?
Oh, yeah, I can get behind that.
Cool. Ooh, we actually might be going to South Africa next year if you wanted to. Oh, you're at fucking
Ooh.
university. No.
Well, I mean, it depends when you're going
Yeah. Well,
and for how long.
we'll probably go for, I think, anywhere from 7 to 10 days, maybe a bit longer. So just come for whenever.
Oh, that's cool.
So we'll do some sandboarding, some sand dune racing,
Ooh.
shit like that.
Sand dune racing,
boy.
sign me up.
We'll see who got the most skills.
Me.
I'm just letting you know, if you get in front of me, I'm going to swipe your car out the way, though.
Jeez.
I'm kidding. Hold on.
No, you're not. I can see it in your eyes.
No, you're actually... Yeah.
Hell no. I'll just stay behind you then all the way.
It'll be relaxed. We're just going Cape Town, so it'd be fun. And I think maybe safari. If I can be bothered
Cool.
to drive everyone. The other thing that I might be doing next year is something called the Dark Fairy Tale Weekender in Prague.
That sounds...
It sounds very
Say the name again.
It is called The Dark Fairy Tale Weekender.
Do you know what it sounds like? It sounds like you're gonna be drinking heavily in the night, and it might involve an orgy.
Oh my god. I mean,
you know?
you might not be wrong.
Do you have a description of the night?
I've got a description. So it says, we've organised a show or event for each night of the trip. Ooh, a show.
A show?
What will it be too? Yeah. Explore the incredible city during the day. There's a park scare maze, bar crawls, as you said. So it's just a blend of like circus, carnival, and drinking to music. But I can do that fucking anywhere. So.
Oh yeah, that can...
It is, yeah, it's literally like 3 days of partying. And the way my body's set up and how old I am physically, it's not gonna happen.
Quarter of a century.
Yeah, this is not the one.
I want to do a pub quiz.
A pub quiz.
A pub quiz.
On recording, or you just want to go to a pub quiz?
No. When I next come visit you,
We'll do a pub
can
quiz.
we go to do a pub quiz? Because I've never done
Are
one.
you good at general knowledge though? Because I'm terrible. We're gonna lose. I just want you to know that ahead of time.
We can try.
Okay, we'll practice trivia before you come.
Yeah, or we can do, you know, there are those themed pub quizzes. Maybe we can find a theme that we are more knowledgeable on.
My knowledge is solely finance based and movies.
Yeah, okay. We can choose like a movie trivia. But what I'm saying is, I just need someone to go with me because I want to experience it, and no one else wanted to go in all 3 years.
You should have said. Me and Tim, like, we used to live around the corner from a pub quiz that happened every
You
Thursday.
were always busy
We've
at
just gone
uni. I was happy to get what time I have with you. We went to heaven. It's fun. It was fun.
there. At the moment, you have more time with me than anyone else.
Oh, it's true.
I had a friend the other day who's like, I haven't seen you in 9 months. I was like, well,
Oops. All right. Well, I think this
was fun. Yeah.
was fun. I think this is the end of the episode.
This is going
I
quite
think
a
that's
while.
our time.
Okay. We hope you enjoyed this podcast. Thank you for tuning in again. Sorry we have deviated a bit from, the books. We will get back to that. At the moment, as you can tell, we're a bit busy.
It's not even that. I mean, I think we need to get through the hurdle of the second book. But I also really like these, chatty.
Yeah, these are nice. That's what I'm considering. I was like, we're having like a normal. We did talk about interesting things. What we could do, we could watch documentaries, read the news, talk about it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We could talk about a lot
very
generally.
true.
Yeah, I like these too.
Thank you for joining us on another episode. Series Pod is available on all your favorite audio platforms, including Amazon Music. If you like this episode, give us some love by liking, rating, or sending us a message. And tell your friend about it if you think they will enjoy this podcast too. And we hope you have a wonderful week.
Yeah, enjoy the rest of your week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.